You hear about the PMP certification all the time in the business world. It's this globally recognized credential for project managers, signaling expertise in handling people, processes, and all that. But is it really worth the investment?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Well, maybe not a million, but it definitely has a big impact on your salary.
Okay, let's start there then. The PMP offers some pretty big professional advantages. We're talking industry recognition, sharpening skills like budgeting and conflict resolution, and a huge salary bump. Holders report a 33% higher median salary. Plus, with the demand for project managers skyrocketing, especially in fields like healthcare, it seems like a solid career move.
Absolutely. You can think of the PMP as a kind of universal translator for project management competence. It makes your resume stand out and definitely boosts your bank account.
So, the PMP clearly offers substantial career benefits, but what does it actually take to earn this thing? Let's break down the requirements.
It can seem a bit like a maze at first glance.
Right. To get certified, you have to meet specific experience and education requirements. Generally, you need 35 hours of project management education, which interestingly can be fulfilled by things like the Google Project Management Certificate, or if you already have a CAPM certification. Then you combine that with project management experience, which can be anywhere from 2 to 5 years depending on your degree.
I think the key thing to remember is that it's designed to be accessible. It's not one size fits all. It offers multiple routes depending on where you are in your career and your academic background.
That makes sense. So there are flexible pathways to get in the door. Once you've met those requirements and applied, the next mountain to climb is the exam itself. What does that preparation actually look like?
Well, it's definitely a marathon, not a sprint.
I've heard the PMP exam is seriously challenging. It covers a huge syllabus, and the questions are all about real-world application across what they call people, process, and business environment domains. There isn't even a fixed pass percentage, but industry estimates put the first-time pass rate somewhere between 60–70%.
And that means the failure rate for people who just wing it can be pretty high, around 40–50%. It's why the prep is so critical. You're looking at 150 to 300 hours of study over 2 to 6 months.
Wow, that's a serious commitment. And the exam itself is 180 questions in just under 4 hours.
Exactly. It's less about memorizing facts and more about demonstrating how you'd handle actual project management situations, which is why the preparation's so intensive.
I see. So it's not a memory test, it's a competency test.
And what's really interesting is how the exam structure, with its focus on those domains, people, process, and business, directly mirrors what the certification claims to represent. It's not just a random test. It's a validation that you have a practical, holistic grasp of project management.
That connection between the exam and practical skills is definitely key. So you go through all that, you pass the exam, then what? How do you keep that PMP status?
It's not a one-and-done deal.
Right. Once you achieve PMP certification, it's valid for 3 years. To keep it current, you need to earn 60 professional development units, or PDUs, through ongoing professional development activities within that 3-year window.
It's essentially a continuous learning requirement. It ensures that PMP holders are staying up to date with how the world of project management is evolving.
So, continuous learning is baked right into the credential. Looking at all this, the benefits, the tough requirements, the intense prep, and the maintenance, it's clear the PMP is a huge commitment.
It is, but it's one that can yield substantial rewards. When you boil it all down, the PMP signifies real expertise in managing people and processes. Eligibility is flexible with paths for different education levels, but the exam is the real test, demanding months of study to prove you can apply knowledge in the real world. And by requiring you to earn those 60 PDUs every 3 years, it ensures you stay sharp. It's a significant investment, but with that 33% salary boost and better job prospects, it's a proven guide to higher salaries and career growth.